It is time to go, which means no stopping will be involved. Only forward movement and going. As Isaac Newton once said, if you don't stop a thing from going, it will go forever unless stopped. So, and I think we should really think about that today. I think it's kind of beautiful, you know?
Do you ever think about how none of it matters?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Waste Management Podcast, where
it's episode
none of it really
35.
Matters. 35. Man, we're
none
getting
of
old.
It matters. We're not getting old.
We're so old and wise.
What is old to you?
I don't know, like 70.
Really? Because I think if you're like 55, you're like pretty fucking old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but 55 is like older, you know? Like you haven't really gotten into your like totally decrepit, like brain rot sort of like I hate everyone era. I mean, you might. Who knows?
I think people definitely are there at 55.
Yeah, actually, I feel like more people who are 55 are like way grumpier generally than old people. Like old people like don't give a fuck.
The older you are, the harder it is to change. If you think about it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because you're like, how am I supposed to start having good posture when my back hurt? You know?
My back hurts. How am I supposed to make it not hurt? Good posture makes it not hurt? Uh-oh. Well,
my back hurt, so that mean...
Bad back.
I'm old.
Need new back.
You need a new... I was talking to someone earlier this week, and maybe this is the dumbest thing that I'll ever say, but I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I feel like if you break a bone, you should have to get a new bone.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean?
I don't. That's why I asked.
Because it's crazy that bones are like lizards and they grow. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, not really lizards. They're made out of like calcium, which is a solid. So they're not, you know, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but my arm is
solid.
And my arm doesn't grow back if I cut it with a
Well, your bone
saber.
more just like kind of puts itself back into place and like fills in the gap. You know, it doesn't like.
But why can't I do that with my whole arm?
You can't eat that many calories, and that's the real answer.
I think I could.
I don't think you can.
I think there's people that do. Like, what about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? He's like, you see the TikToks. He's like, this is what I eat in a cheat day, and he like eats 18 pancakes, and then he's like, also I'll have an extra large pizza. They make it specially for me. I'm the only guy who orders it.
and I eat the whole
breakfast.
Damn thing.
And then he's like, for lunch, breakfast. We're going to go a bit light. We're going to have 8 steaks. You know what I mean? Like,
normally
that
I'd
guy
have
eats
10.
enough calories.
Yeah, he's also like ginormous.
So if anyone is capable, he should be able to regrow limbs.
We should ask Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to cut off his arm.
But circling back for a moment, I feel like, you know, if you lose a limb, you have to go to a robot doctor, and you're like, hello, robot doctor, I'd like a limb, please. I'd like one of them, or maybe 2 of them. I don't know. But like, why don't you have to do that shit? For bones?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they just grow back.
But that's crazy, because it's like bones are like steel. Like the Twin Towers couldn't regrow their central beam. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, but like, oh, you're kind of right.
Yes, this is good. I use architecture against you, and now you can't argue.
Yeah. No, it's just like I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. Bones just regrow. They just do.
But that's why. Why do they do that?
I don't know. Our brains tell them to.
If part of us can regrow, all of us should regrow. How does the hair on my head grow? Correct.
It does grow. True. Correct.
But how is it possible that it can keep grow when other areas of hair on my body stop grow?
I feel like
I've never thought about this.
It takes way less energy to grow like hair than it does to grow an entire limb. Like think about you growing from the time that you were like a baby to the time that you are now. So like 20 years.
Yeah.
Think about how much your body has grown in that amount of time, and that took 20 years.
That's true.
You know, like for you to grow back an arm, like I guess even if you rewired your nervous system and brain to be like, yeah, take all of the calories that we intake and use all the protein to like resynthesize my muscles and use all of the calcium to regrow my bones, it would take fucking forever, and you'd be like really sleepy all the time because you wouldn't have any energy unless you were The Rock, of course, or you ate like plutonium,
Yeah.
which has a lot of calories in it.
So maybe
if you're trying to bulk, you should be eating like radioactive metal.
Yeah, maybe humans, we should evolve to be able to digest plutonium.
Or maybe it's uranium.
I'm
has
sure
like
they both have a lot of calories.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they're pretty
Uranium, I
dense.
think, is the one with all the calories. But like, could you imagine that? It's like you just wake up, you're like, honey, did you take your uranium pill?
And it's like, yes, schnookums, and then Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but like with a wig on.
Yeah. And it's
Answers
like,
you.
it's one of those pills that's like, it looks like a Frisbee. It's so large. And it's just like, you need water to get it down.
Oh, yeah. Or you could like give it to a group of like small children and they could play with it in the yard.
In the yard, yeah.
They'd be like, but with the pill.
And then there would be like news stories, and it would be like, the truth of where your uranium pill comes from. Is it child labor? More at 6.
And then it's just a bunch of kids playing frisbee. Fribby.
Yeah.
Fribby.
Frib-bee. You haven't been hearing a lot about the bees recently. Why is that?
Like the insect?
Actually, forget about what I just said. Did you hear in Ukraine?
What a wild turn of events. No, I didn't.
Did you hear in Ukraine? There's
Nope.
I read an article about how they're making a lot of advancements in the drone space.
Have they made one yet that can like attach to my back so I can like fly around like Iron Man? Because that'd be cool if they could do that.
No, but they made one where they just take the warhead from a missile and they put the warhead on the drone and then they just fly the drone into tanks. And that's what they're doing.
You know when you like hear about an advancement and you're like, I think I could have come up with that. I think I could have.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think you have that kind of ingenuity. That's like a Galileo moment.
That is not true.
Like that takes a lot of research. And
There are a lot of things. No, it fucking doesn't. Being like, hey, you want to know what's good against tanks, missiles, and then being like, hey, you want to know what we don't have to use any human life to sacrifice in a battle? A drone. Yeah. What if we just like make them kiss? And then, you know, problem solved.
No. No, but like the bigger advancement is like that, like previously drones have to be like airplane looking things, you know what I mean? They're like more like small plane but robot. But now they're actually using like the drones that Amazon wants to use to deliver packages to your house. Like they're using the drones that you could go to Target and buy.
Oh.
Which is interesting.
And then they put a missile on it.
And then they put a missile on it, yeah.
Do you think that we could buy one of those drones and then also put a missile on it?
Do you think we could buy a missile? Because that's ultimately what your question rests on.
I know you can't buy a missile, but you could make a missile.
I think if we go to Raytheon and we show them our bank accounts, maybe they'll be a little enticed.
I don't think they will be very enticed.
Why not? Why? They're just a company and they sell things. And if we want to buy,
that's true. I mean, I guess, you know, they're trying to make a profit.
They're the sellers.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, they're not, you know, they don't need to be ethical.
I mean, we're not the government, so it's like we're not going to get the bulk discount or whatever, which kind of sucks for us. But I don't see any issues with this.
Yeah. I think if you sell things to the government, you should just like bargain with them and be like, hey, if you don't make us pay taxes, we'll give it to you for free. And then it's like a win-win.
Okay. I don't think you believe that, but yeah.
No, I don't. It's a bad idea. But
yeah,
it would be cool if I had a business and then I had to sell things to the government and then I didn't have to pay my taxes. That would be really cool.
Dude, isn't that crazy that people have businesses?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just being
people
dumb
like
today, and I realize
That's
that.
okay, man.
But like, like some people out there, they're like, dude, I can make like a cake shop, and then they do that.
Yeah, then they just do it. It's pretty cool.
That's wild to me.
I had that moment yesterday. We had to build like a giant wooden like truss bridge for one of my classes, and I was like, damn, there are just like so many woodworking tools down here. Like I could just like be a carpenter. But
like
I'm not.
Jesus.
Like Jesus.
And you would be so much better than Jesus was at it.
Maybe at carpentry, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think that I would die and then come back 3 days later, or like I definitely wouldn't be as much of a hit at parties where everyone's like, man, I'm so thirsty, but all I have is this water. And then I go, shablingo, and then I turn it into like Pinot Noir. I don't think I could do that. But
no, but like if someone went to Jesus and they were like, I need a chair, you would get them a chair in like an afternoon, and Jesus, he would take like 3 weeks probably.
Yeah, and my chair would still be stronger than Jesus's, so.
Yeah, your chair would have like nails in it, probably. Did they have nails back then, 2,000 years ago? I don't know.
I mean, they're kind of just like pieces of metal. I feel like you could.
But I feel like that's one of those things that was invented in like, like 1508.
Yeah, man.
What's the over-under on the invention of nails? I feel like that's a more recent thing than you would think.
3400 BC.
Okay.
Some no.
Bro, that's like the most furthest thing back that I know of.
Yeah, the nail. I mean, they literally were just like
3,400. That's had to come over. That like it's before that. It was the wheel.
Yeah.
Like
it was the wheel and then the nail. They needed a way to like fasten the wheel to things, and they were like, "Fuck."
Yeah, and I mean that's a tough one. That's a tough one to figure out.
They were tired of just like putting the little like wooden axles that they have from the Flintstones car on there. They were like, "What if we just
the wheels keep falling off and shit?"
Yeah, they're like, "What the hell?" And I can't just sit inside of the wheel and have it roll around because then I get all nauseous and ill and bleh,
Okay, I don't think I would have been able to come up with the nail if I was given that task.
Yeah, probably not.
Right? That feels like that's like an invention of calculus type thing.
I feel like we just have so much access to information that like having my own original idea, I'm not really sure if that is like I feel like I'm generally a pretty creative person.
Yeah.
And I could think of funny, wacky solutions to some things. But maybe not the nail. Maybe not. No.
No, the nail is
kind of a
tough.
shame.
I think that's, yeah.
Why do we keep talking about history? This is Zach was listening to the podcast and he was like, why do you guys keep talking about fucking Imhotep? So now this is the fourth time in a row that we've addressed this.
Well, Imhotep is the GOAT. So let's not. Is the GOAT. We have to pay homage to our roots.
Also, our good buddy Ethan and his roommate / my good buddy Hawkins Parker. Yeah, that's right, Hawkins. We're good buddies.
Why does Hawkins Parker have two last names as a name?
No, those are both his first name, and I think he has one of. No, sorry, first and last name. I don't know why I said both his first name.
Okay.
But Ethan only ever refers to him as Hawkins Parker, and I feel like his name just sounds like that of like a professional skateboarder, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Hawkins Parker, my goat. He commented on our not most recent upload, but previous upload, talking about how Ethan does never respond, which is true and based. Mm-hmm. And he subscribed, and he suggested that we now refer to our subscribers as the landfill. Which I think is really funny.
I enjoy that.
Because being like, what's up, landfill, goes so hard.
Well, yeah, we're all just landfill. We're all just
Where all my trash at, dude?
We're all just Lotso from Toy Story 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is he the strawberry bear?
Yeah. He's the big bad guy of that one.
Crazy to say that the big bad guy from a movie is a strawberry scented bear.
But that's just the genius of Pixar, if you think about it.
They do make good movies, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Sometimes.
WALL-E is like one of the best movies I've ever seen.
One of the best movies ever made. It's not even close.
It's up there with, you know, Shawshank
Everything
Redemption.
Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. It's funny to me because I think Shawshank Redemption was like the top movie on IMDb for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's weird that it's that one.
I wonder what it is now.
I don't know. It might still be that. But it's like how on my anime list, it's like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is number 1.
Yeah, and it's like not close, isn't it?
And it's like I guess that makes sense, but it's just like it's weird that it's that one.
You're not gonna believe it. It's actually still number 1.
There you go.
Crazy that The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2 are both in the top 5.
I haven't seen those movies.
I haven't seen either of them, but like imagine writing The Godfather and then being like, you know what, I'm going to do it again. And then it just slaps like both times.
You're basically just saying, imagine if you make a thing and it's good, and then you make a thing 2 and it's just as good.
Well, yeah, but like imagine how many times people have made a thing. No, it doesn't. Because imagine how many. Think about all the times where someone made a sequel to something and it's just fucking dog shit.
I mean, that's true, but there's also a lot of good sequels.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like those are a little bit more.
The entire Star Wars franchise. It's all sequels.
Yeah, and they're also all bad.
They're
all right.
No, but like the first 3, you know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of these movies are just movies that are like older.
Yeah, I think that's also the same thing for my anime list. It's like Full Metal Alchemist, Evangelion, Cowboy Bebop.
How old is Full Metal Alchemist?
The original is old as dirt.
Really?
But Brotherhood came out in like 20 something. In the 2010s, I think. I don't know.
Maybe I'll watch that as my next anime, because everyone always talks about how good it is. I started watching the first episode and I was like, boring, and then I didn't watch it. So then I watched Black Clover instead, and now I'm on episode 150, and that was like 2 months ago. So it's really good.
That's awesome, man.
You sound really excited about it.
I'm really proud of you for that.
Thanks.
Well, it's like people talk about, they're like, oh, I'm on episode 8,000 of this show. And it's like, you know, that's cool or whatever. I can appreciate that. You have an appreciation for a thing. I respect that.
Yeah,
but it's also like,
fucking asked.
It's like, what did you do for dinner last night, man? Like,
oh, I just like watch it while I work.
No, yeah. But there are other people. I'm talking about like the worst subsect of person in this category, you know?
Yeah, fair. Like people who are like, yeah, I've watched.
Dude.
Oh yeah, like real, like hardcore. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude.
People who gatekeep like liking things, I think we need to like fucking stop.
Yeah, I don't like those people.
You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be like, yeah, you know, everyone kind of has their thing, and like I get that, you know, obviously people are different, and we all exist to have different interests and then share those things and whatever. But also, if someone's trying to learn more about something that you're interested in, you shouldn't be like, well, actually, you wouldn't understand because you haven't watched the first like 500 episodes of this one show, so you're just never gonna like it.
Yeah, you just won't
and I'm
get
better
it,
than
man.
you. Yeah, it's just like, meh.
We don't gotta. We could just enjoy things in life, and that's cool.
And you just like things. It's chill.
Yeah.
Man.
It's whatever. It's not that big of a deal, man.
No, it's not that deep.
Did you used to gatekeep anything?
I always wanted people to be interested in what I was interested in because no one was.
Yeah, but that's how you get bullied.
Yeah, I know. So I got bullied.
You know what I mean?
That was the difference.
No,
One time in second grade, someone said that I should go to Jupiter to get more stupider, and I cried. So ever since that day, I've never shared anything personal about myself. It is true. It did really happen. This is a real canon event.
Yeah.
There's
one time in like I think it was like 6th grade or something where like there were only 2 classes per like grade for my middle school. And I thought I was in one science class, but I was actually, when I was in the science class, I was supposed to be in the math class. And like 2 weeks into class, the teachers figured that out. And they were like, Jackson, you got to go to the math class. You're not supposed to be in science right now. And I was like, what, man? All my friends are here. I don't want to leave. So then I went to the math class and I sat next to Kieran and I cried.
Oh.
And she was like, it's okay. You sit next to me now.
Yeah, and she was.
And I was like, that doesn't do anything for me.
Man, Kieran was really feeling herself. She was like, yeah, you should be really thankful that you could sit next to me. I'm hot shit. What do you mean, Jackson? Why are you crying? You're sitting next to me, and I'm the GOAT.
But I always thought that was fucked up.
That is fucked up.
So fuck you. I don't remember the name of my science teacher, but you could have just not said shit, asshole.
Yeah, snitch.
Fuck you.
Everyone hates snitches. I hope that remains.
People say it. They get stitches.
They get stitches. And no bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Has been a further iteration recently added on by the pop culture community.
Yeah. Popularized by 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent, some call him.
I don't think we're allowed to call him that.
Why not?
Because he said so on like a Jimmy Fallon interview.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. He was like, it's just like some people can call me Fitty and some people can call me 50. And it's like based on, he was like, if you look at like a $100 bill and you see like a, whatever it's called, George Washington or whatever. Or no, wait, that's the $1 bill.
Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin. If you see a Ben, he's like, you can call me 50. But if you see a $100 bill, he's like, you can call me 50.
All right.
So shout out 50 Cent, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'm calling him 50.
Isn't it kind of crazy that like rappers have like an insane track history for like getting caught up in gang violence and like Young Thug is...
Where are you going with this? Are you going to talk about the trial?
I'm going to talk about Young Thug and about how his lawyer proposed that his name, Young Thug...
His name means...
truly humble under God.
Under God.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, what's up with that?
Everyone knows that that's what Young Thug stands for. He was just like lying in the trial.
No, yeah, for sure.
Did you see the one woman on the defense who was trying to like reference Bleach?
Yeah.
She was talking about how she and the other guy that she was defending are just filler characters.
It was interesting because it was like it was the opening statement of like the prosecution or whatever, and they just like blatantly lied about information that like is widely available to the public. I forget what it was specifically, but the prosecution just straight up lied. They made up evidence, and then the defense lawyer was like, hold up, what the fuck?" And then the judge was like, actually, we're good. We're chill.
We're chill.
So we're going to keep going with that. So that was interesting, I thought.
Yeah. What happened? Like, why is he even...
No idea. I didn't know this was happening until I saw...
It was not like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard shit.
There's a guy that shows up on my Twitter For You page, and his name is like... I want to say it's Cypher PK, but it's not him. It's a different guy.
A Fortnite guy?
It's not him.
No,
but his name in my mind looks like similar to Cypher PK. I don't know why.
That's fair.
There's just a guy, and he talks about rap music most of the time, but he was posting stuff about the trial. And that's how I know about it.
I know about it because of Charlie Moist Critical.
Okay.
My literal goat.
That's crazy.
He's so sick, dude.
I feel like I don't know if you've recognized this, but like recently, especially over COVID, I feel like there's been a big shift of news media going from like the traditional media to more like independent kind of journalism on like YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's true. I kind of like that, though. I feel like it being from independent sources is better.
I agree, but it also, I mean, I still have the same questions that I have about the regular media, which is like how much can you actually trust what they put out? And I feel like my baseline level of trust for the average YouTuber is lower than it is for the New York Times.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I end up
I think I would agree with that.
I end up liking the content that independent journalists put out a lot more than traditional news media. But I think that combination is dangerous.
I mean, I just think it's all like fake, you know, because like the government is just like feeding juice into our brains anyway from the chargers that they plug into us when we sleep. So
yeah, man. No, that's true.
I was really trying to think of a conspiracy there and I just couldn't.
Yeah. I'm imagining in my head it's like a plug goes into like the back of your head through your pillow, and all pillows just have like cords and wires in them that we don't know about. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're invisible.
I feel like this is a Black Mirror episode in the making right now.
Yeah, that could be really cool. That could be some good horror shit right there.
Yeah. I mean, Black Mirror is in need of some good ideas right now. The past 3 seasons have been dog shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched them.
They're not very good. In other news, the government hates you.
Yeah, man, I know. They don't like me.
I don't know, man. Did you give... You gave thanks last week?
I gave thanks.
How was that?
It was great, man. I had a really good time. My mom's 50th birthday was on Friday, and my family went
cool.
axe throwing.
Okay.
We went to this place called Sister Axe in Maryland, which is run by 2 women, and they own a like cider brewery place, and they have like cider that they brew on tap, and then they have like beer and stuff.
The cider goes to Brother Axe, I'm pretty sure.
Nope. Unfortunately, there's no corresponding gay couple that runs Brother Axe. It's just Sister Axe.
I feel like they're missing a market there. I feel like.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then Tina came with me for Thanksgiving. We drove down Tuesday. The weather was fucking ass. It's been like really gross here for like no reason. It's just been rainy and cold. I just want it to either snow or do nothing.
Oh yeah. We got snow yesterday or 2 days ago, and it was a complete whiteout, and it sucked ass. But that's par for the course here in upstate New York, so I'm not going to dwell on it too long.
Like, really, I just don't want the snow right now, but...
You know what I'm thankful for? Heaters. I'm very thankful for that. I love keeping my shit on 71 degrees.
So, I mean, you're just thankful for, like, ventilation in the
What
house?
do you keep your air conditioning at?
I think it's like 72 right now.
Yeah. That's pretty warm, I feel like.
Yeah. It gets really warm, like up where I am in my room.
Because you're in the second floor. Yeah.
Upstairs. Yeah, a lot of people find that hard to understand.
I mean, your upstairs looks like an attic.
It does look like an attic.
So, and I'm saying that because it probably was an attic at some point. And then they were like, we could make it into like a thing. Yeah.
They definitely did, because there's still like attic like behind this wall.
Yeah.
Like, the wall. That's where all of our air conditioning and shit is.
Well, I think there's attic in the wall in every wall. You know what I mean?
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Do you ever think about eating the cotton candy in your wall?
I do sometimes.
For me, that's like a once a month kind of thing.
You think about eating it, or you do it once a month?
No, I think about it. I dream about it a lot, actually. I had a dream the other night where, like, I thought it was real life because I punched a hole in the wall and then I just like ate some, and it was good. And it tasted like Lotso.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
I feel like it would not taste like that. It would not taste like strawberry bear, even
Well,
a little
you just
bit.
gotta, a little bit of salt.
Does that bring out the sweetness?
No, it brings it down because it's too sweet, if anything.
The cotton candy in our walls made of fiberglass is too sweet.
Yeah. It's just a little too sweet for you to handle. That's why you can't eat it, obviously.
No, I guess so. That makes sense.
Wait, is it made of glass?
Yes.
Like actual, like Minecraft glass? Like sand that was heated up and it's glass now?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, insulation is made of fiberglass.
Wait, this is a revelation to me.
Yeah. That's why if you stick your hands in it, you can get like a shit ton of cuts. If
Wait,
you
but
ate
why
it would like
what is fiber in that equation?
It's just like, I don't know, dude. I don't. What do you want me to look up what fiberglass is made of?
I'm just asking. I feel like you would know what it is.
A reinforced plastic material composed of glass fibers embedded in a resin matrix.
Yeah, that didn't do anything for me. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, me either.
That doesn't help.
Common type of fiber reinforced plastic using glass fiber.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe make glass thin and then put inside cloth. And then cloth with glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is good.
What is the cotton candy in my walls?
That's not a good Google search. Why is it you know what's fucked up? They always use the strawberry cotton candy. Why is it never like blueberry? Can I pick the color when I'm making my house? I don't remember that option in Animal Crossing.
I think that there's definitely a blue one as well as a pink one. I've definitely seen blue insulation.
No, I feel like this is a thing that I just made up now.
I don't think that's true. I feel like there is
Look up blue cotton candy.
Well, that I know exists.
Forget the shit in your walls. Just look up blue cotton candy to bring a little joy into your life.
I will. I looked it up and it says denim insulation. Like denim? As in what jeans are made of.
Now we're saying there's jeans in our walls? What is going on?
In our wall. I'm unsure, to be honest.
It's a miracle that the government can figure out how to do anything. If this is what the average person is like.
What, they make jean insulation?
No. I meant like, I think
you mean us right now being
I think we're kind of the average person, and the average person doesn't know shit about most things.
I don't think that's true. I think that we are slightly above average people.
I think we're within the first standard deviation, but we're above 50%.
Yeah.
I would say that's fair.
I ain't the main character, but I'm like a little special.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like I've been seasoned a little bit.
What is that? You were seasoned?
Yeah.
Like when the guy who made the Power Puffs, when he was making that potion, he gave you a little bit extra nice shit. Or whatever.
Like I don't have any chemical X in me, so I don't have like superpowers, but they definitely sprinkled like a little bit of coriander in my mix, you know what I'm saying?
Little sugar, spice, and everything. Nice.
Yeah. They put some cinnamon in my shit.
Yeah. I was given some cayenne.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. There. It just felt right to say.
Means you're spicy, man. Means you're hot.
I guess so.
It means you got that dog in you.
I don't think that's what it means. I think that's what they make dog food out of.
They make dog food out of the dog in you?
I don't know.
I hope not, man.
They extract dog from inside the people, and that's what they give to dogs. Isn't that ironic?
That's so ironic. What a sentence. That implies that all dogs that exist ever are all cannibals.
Yeah.
Which I feel like they're not.
Some people make their dogs vegan, and it's sad.
I'm going to feed my dog lettuce.
I don't know why anyone would do that.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm unsure, one might say. You okay, man?
I'm waiting for you to say something.
You want me to talk about how dogs eat
I don't know
dogs?
what's going on. Can you segue us into something, actually?
Something, anything?
Like, literally anything. Please, just take us anywhere. Take us into the Dr. Seuss world. Now you're just staring off into the nothing.
No, I'm frozen.
You're not frozen. I can see you
moving. I am.
I can see your eyes moving.
Yeah, ever so slightly.
I'm waiting for you, man. What are you doing?
Now you can't see me. All right, I'm back. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have much going on right now. This is like my shit ass hell week, man.
What does that mean? Your shit ass hell week. You just went to Chipotle once? You're not special. Everyone's done that.
This is like our finals week, and so I have a huge project due on Wednesday. I was supposed to have a huge project due today, and then my professor was like, it's due next Friday. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Me and my entire group worked on this to be done today, Thursday. And now we get another week and a day?
Yeah.
It's fucked up. And that's it. I've just been busy. I think I've been at my house to sleep, and then other than that, maybe 4 hours this week.
I look like the guy from Journey.
You kind of look like the ice climbers if there was one of them.
Am I Nana or Popo?
You're Popo.
Is that the blue one or the pink one? I realized I asked the question, but I don't know which is which.
I'm unsure which is which also, but I just like the name Popo better than.
Okay. It's like that. Have you seen that thing where it's like, is the squiggly shape, what is like the squiggly shape is like bouba, and then the spiky shape is kiki?
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on that shit. What?
No, I want to get you started on that.
I have heard of that. I have no idea what you mean by that.
You got to look up bouba and kiki right now. And I'll put in editor's note, put up the bouba and kiki shapes.
Okay, bouba and kiki effect.
But for the audio listeners, bouba is imagine if you dropped some liquid on the ground. That's kind of what bouba looks like. And then imagine in a comic book when it's someone's yelling and the text bubble is all spiky. That's what kiki is.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's...
Go ahead.
I just want to say that if you click images, the first image is a piece of fan art of a girl with booba hair and a guy with kiki hair, and they are touching their faces together. So I just wanted to share that. I think that's really cool.
That's really good.
Second thing. I forgot about this until right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a period of time like last year or 2 years ago or something, where like all of my friends were like, "What is? Are you up? Is this boo boo or kiki?" And I was like, "What?" They're like, booba and kiki, and I'm like,
But it
what?
makes so much sense, doesn't it?
I mean, it kind of does. Like kiki does give me like
Spiky vibes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's like some. I'm not smart enough to make a.
I'm not Georgian
a
psychologist
comment.
Dmitry Uznazi.
Yeah, I'm not that guy, so I don't know what his original theory was or why he decided to do this at all. But I think it's interesting. There's something about like words that, like things that match the word that they are. You know what I mean? Like there's that meme that's like whoever came up with the word elephant like got that one exactly right. Like that's an elephant. It's like that.
Yeah. I think frog is a really good one too.
Yeah, banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's a really good one? Orange.
I don't think that's a good one. I think that was one of like the first words that people figured out.
I do think it's really funny though. I remember oh, that's tough. I remember like, when you're learning all the colors and, fruits and words and whatever when you're like learning to speak, and then, every kid is like, "Oh yeah, that's my favorite fruit. It's orange." And then they'd be like, "Yeah, well, what color is my shirt?" And you'd be like, "It's grape color." Like, why the fuck did we do that? It's so stupid.
I never
make
did
them the same word. No?
No.
Okay. My bad.
You would think they would be different words, though.
Well, it's like the only fruit that's color is just what its name is.
Doorhinge.
Speaking of Eminem, dude, they added his ass into Fortnite.
Did they?
Yeah.
Or are you just talking about the bulldog that wears the Fortnite Balenciaga hoodie? Because that's also kind of Eminem.
It is kind of Eminem. No, I'm being dead ass. They added Eminem into Fortnite.
They put the Slim Shady into El Fortnito.
He has 3 skins. The best part is that they're all just him.
Like there's no special effects. It's just him, but
one of them is him in a suit. One of them is him dressed up in his Rap Boy costume.
Yeah.
And one of them is him not in a suit.
Is one of them like how he looked like in that movie that he was in that people like? What's the name of that movie?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's the name of the movie that Eminem was in? I don't remember. Jamie, can we look that up? I need to know now.
You mean like 8 Mile?
Yeah, 8 Mile, dude. I wanted to say Green Mile, but I was like, that's a different movie.
Isn't that movie just about his life?
I have no idea. I've never seen it. I just know that he was in the movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this movie is just about his life.
That's crazy. Because like 8 miles isn't that long. I've done that. I feel like that's like not a lot of miles for someone that old.
It's based on the distance between the highway between the predominantly black city of Detroit and the largely white suburban communities to the north.
Have we talked about Fortnite Classic yet? Did we do that?
No, I don't know if we have.
Henry, give us your hot takes on Fortnite OG.
I don't have any hot takes. It's good. It's really fun. My hot take is not actually. Well, I mean,
your
there are
ass
some.
would not be able to run MTV, dude.
No, why the fuck would I run MTV?
I'm just saying.
I would also only have hot takes on things that like deserve to be hot taked.
Yeah, like when Justin Bieber said that Anne Frank would have been a believer.
I don't think that's a hot take.
I feel like you would have had a hot take on that.
That's really fucking funny. That's what I think, and I don't think that's a hot take.
Yeah.
I love people who don't think that fucking oh my god. Not Anne Frank. Who's the deaf and blind girl?
The deaf and blind Helen Keller?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think of them as two like young, historically famous girls. But like, there was this. I saw this video the other day, and they were like, "I'm convinced that Helen Keller isn't real. Like, I know she wasn't. She flew a plane. Like, are you serious? There's no way." And it's like, how did she learn to communicate in any semblance at all?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Because at some point, a doctor just had to like shove like a braille book into her hands, and then like she figured it out somehow.
Right, but you didn't know what any of those letters meant if no one could explain it to you.
No, that's like, what I'm saying.
While you're listening.
Like she had to figure out how to communicate with aliens, basically. Wait, how did we do that? Hold on, I've never thought about this before.
Yeah, right? Like I don't really know. I don't really know if I buy into the conspiracy that Helen Keller isn't real, but I do think it's wild that she existed and was a real person.
Yeah. Is it one of those things where it's like they just got blind later?
No. Or maybe. Maybe that is. Damn it. That makes it so much less fun, though.
I know. But now I don't know.
Helen Keller. How was she blind and deaf?
How did she do it?
She was an educator? Oh my god, this just makes it even worse.
What does that mean? She was an educator.
Like she was a teacher. She taught other people as well.
She was like Malala.
Wait a minute. It is a myth that she was born blind and deaf?
Dude, we got old wives' tailed.
Okay, wait. It also just says under that, though, that she was able to see and hear just fine until she was about 1.5 years old. What the fuck are you learning between conception and being 1.5 years old?
Well, you can learn, like babies can learn, like, sign language. I guess that doesn't help us, though. Really, at all.
I need to find out how she learned how to talk.
Audio listeners, we're going to wait while Henry searches.
Helen Keller learned how to speak by imitating the position of the lips and tongue of her teacher, Sarah Fuller. But how is that possible if she's blind? She was motivated to learn to speak by another deaf and blind girl? There's another one?
Yeah, there's definitely other ones, for sure.
Really?
I don't think it's not that rare to be deaf, and it's not that rare to be blind to some extent.
But I feel like it's pretty rare to be both.
I'm just saying, of course, there's people, like, there's so many people. Like, if you just roll the dice that many times, obviously you're going to get the like, someone's going to win the lottery, so to speak. I mean, it's a really shitty lottery, but, you know.
I guess so.
But I guess that makes sense if you learn to mimic like mouth movements and stuff like that. But how do you know what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We can just chalk this one up to the birds not being real or whatever. Like,
yeah, we can chalk that one up to the classic government. You know how it is.
This is some, like, you need to understand theoretical physics. It's like some Einstein shit.
Right, yeah.
This is not a normal person problem.
Yeah, I'm just not there yet, so.
Are
you frozen? No, I can see your lights moving. Next episode, we have to do an episode where both of us dress up together. And by dress up, yeah, I guess you're not dressed up. But both of us just, like, record the entire podcast with us, like, in a blanket. Because right now you kind of look like one of the bean guys from Fall Guys. And I think it's really funny.
I don't look like a bean guy. Now that makes me want to take this blanket off. I don't want to look like a bean guy from Fall Guys.
And you just look like a little comfy ghost, you know?
Well, I want to be comfy. I was wearing a flannel earlier, and it wasn't particularly comfy. And I was like, I'm trying to get comfy right now.
Yeah.
Today's my comfy day. I'm going to make mac and cheese after this.
Oh, dude. Legendary. I love me some mac and cheese.
One of the best things in this world is when I say something, and then you go, ugh, dude. Because that's how I know. That's how I know I said some real shit.
Oh, so you actually don't hate when I do that. Okay.
No, I said that's what I love.
I do. That is one of my little things that I do. I do go, oh, dude. And I do it a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe not a lot, but when someone says something that I relate to, like when something tugs at my heartstrings in a way that I relate to, I'm on that. I will let you know that you're a real one. I'll let you know that you're one of my goats.
And sometimes they tug on your heartstrings in a way that makes your heart sound like Master of Puppets. And it's frustrating because it's like, it's just a lot.
Yeah, that would be frustrating, I think.
Because it's just a lot of string movements. And it's like your little frail heart can't handle all that.
Right. I love joking with Zach that Eddie Munson wrote that song. It's one of my favorite things I wrote because I don't know if you've seen his Spotify Wrapped or your Spotify Wrapped or whatever. I will not be sharing the results of mine, other than the fact that my top song was Gangnam Style at 8,000 hours.
That's not true.
It is true.
I need you to pull that up on your phone right now to believe that. I need that in the world to be real.
I put it on while I slept.
Every night?
So, yes.
Did you actually do this? I need to...
Probably not every night, but it was it was a while.
Did you find yourself forgetting to do that?
Yes.
like
it's what do you think? I'm just gonna be like, oh, time to go to bed. Better put on Gangnam Style.
No, it's funny. Like, I imagine you waking up, like you wake up late. You're like, oh, I didn't sleep last night. And then you look at your phone. You're like, oh, shit, I forgot to put on Gangnam Style last night.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
We gotta see that
showing anymore, but I will. I'll send you a screenshot.
You don't have a screenshot, man?
No, I didn't screenshot it earlier.
This is some bullshit, bro.
What the rest of my Spotify Wrapped is just me listening to like anime music. I'm not gonna post that shit on the internet willingly to get made fun of.
Look, that's fine. Was Psy
my
your
top artist? No, my top artist was Yosabi.
Okay, that's really fun. You're just in the gym all the time.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
They make good music, okay?
Okay, well, all I'm saying is when I edit the podcast, you need to send me a screenshot of Gangnam Style being your most listened to song for 8,000 minutes, which is wild.
I will.
And if you don't respond or if you lie, then there will be an editor's note down there
that says, dirty, stinky boy.
Yep.
Idiot man.
Henry gets the dirty, stinky boy at the Game Awards this year.
No.
But that's yeah, my Spotify Wrapped was not interesting at all. I was kind of pissed, but I was also like, I can't be pissed. I'm the one who listened to the music. But like, yeah, my top 5 were rappers, which is like fine. I listen to a lot of rap. Yeah. That makes sense. But I was like, God damn it, because it doesn't give me a true representation of what I actually listen to, I feel like. Like, all my top songs were just shit that I put on in the car.
Right.
Like, my most listened to, it'll show you, like, whatever your most listened to song is, it tells you how many times you listened to that song. And my most listened to song, I only listened to, like, 40 times. It's, like, not a large amount by any stretch. So it's like my top songs were all fucked up. And it's also fucked up that they don't take into account like any of November or December when doing the Spotify Wrapped. That shit's
doesn't
so
it end
lame
on the 31st, like of October?
Yeah, I think so, or somewhere around there. And that's just so lame to me. Because it's not. It's not like Spotify Wrapped. It's Spotify. We half did this shit, and we needed to get you a Christmas present, but like we only started thinking about it a week ago.
I mean, yeah, but they do it all the way through, like, it's like January 1st to October 31st, which, like, might as well be November. So you're kind of just missing, like, a month and, I mean, like, 2 months, I guess, out of the year.
Yeah. I just don't understand why they have to stop collecting data at some point. Like, they can't just auto-generate it for each person. You know what I mean?
But I guess they probably could.
Yeah, but why don't they do that? This is stupid. But anyway.
I don't know, man.
It's not that, it's whatever.
I'm not the CEO of Spotify. What do you want me to do?
I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to be here for me when I complain about it.
I am here for you. I'm here to listen, and if you want a suggestion or help, I'm here for that. But other than that, you can just let me know what's going on.
But yeah, Spotify Wrapped is a thing that happened in the world today.
Go check your Spotify Wrapped so that your friends can make fun of you.
Yeah. Oh, I guess now that I'm just thinking about it, we as a podcast, we should get a Spotify Wrapped thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, Jackson, while you're editing this, go find that and put it on the
I do know
screen.
that Zach, he sent me a screenshot of him being in our top, which, by the way, I thought he would be higher than this, so I'm a little upset.
Yes.
He's in the top 8% of our listeners.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Which is not like a low number, but I just thought that he would be a little higher. So whoever's listening to this right now, and you're like in like the top 0.5% of listeners,
check your inbox.
I love you and I appreciate you. Yeah, we should send that person like a waste management jacket.
But also fuck Zach.
Yeah, real.
So
I can get behind this.
Fuck you. What was the other thing that I was gonna say that I forgot about? Remind me, Henry.
I don't know. I was talking about like Eddie Munson and then how Metallica actually plays Master of Puppets, and then Metallica was Zach's most listened to artist in a Spotify Wrapped, which made me think of Spotify Wrapped.
No, I lost it.
Rats. The worst.
We have a lot of dead air this episode.
Because we're fucking tired, man.
It's true. We are very tired.
I have not been sleeping well this week at all.
This is
and
the
I will continue
Sleepy
to do so.
Boy Podcast.
Welcome to the Sleepy Boy Podcast, where we're sleepy, and immediately after this, I have to get off and maybe do some work.
Featuring
or maybe I'll avoid
100%
doing the work.
more blankets.
Featuring 100% more than normal.
Which I guess
featuring 100% more Ohio State recreational sports logos.
That's not true. You've worn that T-shirt like 4 times on the podcast.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because I work on Thursdays, and then I come home and I immediately podcast.
That's not my problem. I'm just.
I didn't say it was a problem. It's 100% more than it was last episode. I actually don't even know. I might have been wearing this shirt. That might be a lie.
Okay.
Fuck. 100% more hairs that have been cut since last time.
That is true. I gotta get a haircut. My shit is starting to look like Toad.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
I do, but no, it's not.
You know when my hair was super long and my head looked like the top of a mushroom?
I don't know if I would say that, but sure, yeah.
Okay, well that's what I went to.
I'm here to support you and listen, so I'm going to say yes.
I've gone to 2 different hairstylists the last time I've got my hair cut, and they both said that it looked like that. Like independently of each other. They don't know each other. They both said this same thing.
That's really tough to hear.
So it's just like...
That would shatter me.
They see all the hair, too. So it's like they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's the worst damn part.
It's terrible.
It's like, yeah, you know, how's my hair looking? And it's like... kind of look like Toad.
Yeah. Do you think you have a good scalp?
No.
Like I feel like I could never go bald because my head probably has like a dent in it somewhere.
Oh, you mean like that? I know for a fact that mine has a dent in it. It's actually really funny, and I've had it since I was a baby, but it's like literally perfectly like where my headphones are. Like my head goes like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm exposing myself right now.
That's
but like
funny.
where my headphones rest, like on my head, there's a dent. And no, it's not for me playing too many video games, Mom. Because I don't know, it's just been like this ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I can't go bald. So if I start to lose my hair, I'm just gonna have to like surgically implant like a luscious wig into my head.
You have to take a trip to Turkey and get a hair system.
I said, what are they gonna do? Like baste me?
Well, Turkey's well known for its like hair transplants.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is South Korea. I mean, South Korea is just
I'm going to go there. I want to go to Seoul. I feel like it'd be cool.
cosmetic surgery. But I would love to go to Korea. That sounds sick.
Let's go together. I have a friend who's studying there right now.
They just had Worlds there for League, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Who won?
Cool. I don't know. I think it was T1.
Oh, sick. Isn't there a Valorant tournament coming up soon that's like kind of big?
There's a Valorant tournament going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't like the finals this weekend though?
I'm going to be honest. I meant to look it up earlier, but I didn't get the chance. So I literally know nothing about it. I just followed the Valorant Twitter account and I was seeing like they post the score every time someone wins a game. And I'm like, this is too many fucking tweets. And I just
too many numbers. Too many numbers on here. I don't
care about the numbers. I just care about the winners. All right.
Yeah, you're like the Godfather.
I'm like the Godfather.
You come into my house on the day of my daughter's wedding. You offer me a cannoli, and then I'm all like, "Oh my gosh, Jesus!"
And I'm like, "Why did Michael kiss Fredo in Godfather 2? Why'd that happen?" Again, I've not seen The Godfather. I just know that it's a Pusha T lyric. That's the only reason
I think that we should watch it and then review it.
I had this idea.
We should actually not watch it and then review it.
No, what we can do, we'll do like a live reaction, right? And it's like we'll mirror the video and then like
so we don't get sued.
And then we turn up the contrast like 10% so that they can't auto detect it as The Godfather 2. You know what? That's a good idea. We could just do The Godfather 2. None of the other ones.
Yeah, not the first one. we missed that one. The Godfather 2 is still in 4th place for most like movie of all time on IMDb. So,
yeah. But I had this idea when I was at a hockey game like a couple weeks ago. I was like, dude, we should sneak into the casting booth for like a sports game, and we should cast it.
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know, but think about the YouTube video views that would get.
Like a decent amount.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine? It's like, we casted an official OSU football game, and it's like Mr. Beast, and he's pointing at the microphone in the casting booth or something.
Yeah, but like we couldn't do that.
But I think we could. You have connections.
Unironically, I do. I know someone who works in like the audio department, but they're an intern. They're not going to get us in the fucking booth, dude.
I think
let's send them a screenshot of our one podcast episode with the John Mulaney thumbnail that has like 500 views and be like, "Yeah, we're qualified. Can we do this?"
Yeah. I mean, we could just make some shit up, you know what I mean? I'm just saying we should make it a point to, at some point in our lives, get into a casting booth somewhere and turn some shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we go into a casting booth that's like not like, we can get into the casting booth at like my old high school, and then we can set up a green screen in front of all the glass where it is.
Yeah.
And then we
just replay like a game the Browns won like 12 years ago.
Yep, and then we cast over it, which is perfect because we know everything that's going to happen. We can script it.
Right.
So we can get all the correct quips in there.
Yeah.
And then it would also be really funny if the if the footage is just like slightly like warped. So like obviously you can tell that it's not like right outside of the glass.
Yeah,
I think that would make it way funnier.
It has
like maybe it's
one of those video filters
down,
where like it like screws it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. You mean like the spiral, like the warp in the middle?
Yeah. We should do that.
We should definitely
do that. No, this is good.
We'll be like, oh, is that a touchdown? Oh, they've been sucked into the vortex. Happened to way too many players today.
That is unfortunate.
Back to you, Jim, with the weather.
The Browns losing their first draft pick to the void in the middle of the football field. That's an unfortunate one to see. A rookie mistake for sure. This is gonna hurt them in the long run of the season.
Oh, dude, the void. One of the best football players of all time.
I've been saying this forever. You need to people should be doing golf matches on volcanoes.
Have you been saying this forever?
I realized that the connection to what I had said prior and that there was almost none there.
No, we're talking about a sport.
I'd like to elaborate. I'm saying
participating in a location.
Like going off of the idea of like void in the middle of a football field. It's
kind of like a void of lava in the middle of a football field-esque mountain.
You know how it's like in Mario Tennis, there's like the stages where it's like, there's like you could play on a clay court, you could play on a grass court, right?
Right.
It's like we need to change golf, the courts in real life.
You can play on the grass court, or you could play in the middle of
a volcano.
Magma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like I'm just saying we need to up the difficulty a little bit because this normal ass golf shit is getting too fucking boring.
I think what we need to do is we need to do that thing that you could do on like the Wii Sports Resort.
We got to turn items on.
So you got it. You can like fly. Yes. So you can like fly the plane and then you fly it like inside the cave and you come out of like the top of the volcano.
Yeah.
We should somehow implement that into golf, I think.
It's like the guy, we like tape his shoes to the wing of the plane.
So we can't fall.
And he has to make a shot like upside down into a red Solo cup in the middle of a volcano.
I think we could pitch this to Red Bull. I think we could definitely make it happen.
This is a Red Bull Dude Perfect collaboration waiting to happen.
Directed by us.
And we get all the profit.
No, that's okay.
And we get paid $100,000.
I do need $100,000, but we don't need that at this point in our career. We need some exposure.
This is the only time I'd be in this point in my career.
Yeah.
What
do you mean?
This is such a good Dude Perfect video. Like they should really up the ante on their shit. They've been doing fucking, they're
all
always
I've been getting is like,
oh, I hit a 3-pointer from the other side of the pool or whatever. It's like, we gotta.
I like the one where they throw the boomerang and it comes through the window and then hits like a bottle. It's pretty cool.
You know what I hate because I see it on TikTok all the time is like the people. They like throw playing cards and they try and like get it stuck into like a paper clip or some shit like that. That shit is so lame. Like it's cool, and guys will see this and be like, "Hell yeah!" But it's kind of lame.
Wait, why is it lame?
Because
I love the trick shots of people throwing game discs into their Wii.
Those are great. Those are fantastic.
They're so sick, and it's the same thing.
No.
How is that not the same thing?
Because playing cards, I feel like you have a certain kind of control over that you do not have with a ball.
Elaborate.
I feel like playing card is it's playing 50cc in Mario Kart.
Maybe I'm just really bad at throwing playing cards.
I'm just saying I think like the video Dude Perfect did where they drop a basketball into a basketball hoop from a helicopter. I think that's a lot more impressive.
Oh, yeah, big time.
But even like the lamer like basketball trick shots are more interesting than playing card trick shot, I guess is what you call it.
I feel like I would be way more impressed if I saw someone throw a playing card in between a paperclip than if I saw someone like shoot a half-court shot.
I guess to me it's just very small world. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, everything is bigger in Texas, so why aren't we in Texas?
But don't you want to like appreciate the small things?
No, I do that every day of my life already. I don't need to do that when I'm doom scrolling.
I guess that's fair.
I would rather, like when I'm doom scroll, I get those TikToks that it's like people doing like core type stuff,
Yeah, you want to be like absolutely blown away. You don't want to be.
I like r/liminal space.
Like the pools?
Some of them are pools. This is true, but I like when people take photos of like empty parking lots, you know. And it's like they have like there's like a row of 1,000,000 street lamps, but like only one of them is off. I like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the appreciation. That's the appreciation of the small things that I have in my day-to-day life. I don't need playing card and paperclip.
In paperclip.
In comparison, that's so much more lame. Does that make sense?
I guess. Yeah, no, I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool still.
That is why you can think that, man. It's a free country or whatever. But, you know.
I love when people say that, and then I'm going to start responding with, oh, really? Where do I buy it? Anyway. Still unsure of how Helen Keller learned to read.
And scientists will continue to look into it. Hopefully we'll have an update for you tomorrow at 6. Take care of each other and yourselves. Goodbye. All right, it's done.